guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved my butt length purple faux locks. If you don't know how to braid or twist in extension hair, that's completely fine. I'm going to be showing you guys a technique that's way easier, way faster, and way less painful. No, these are not the pre-crochet locks. Those don't really last and they unravel very easily. Also, the beginning of those don't really look natural. But this technique I'm going to use does involve using a crochet needle, but it's not the pre-crochet locks. I'm going to be using the dark purple Expressions hair. Originally, I did use dark purple Marley hair from the Noir collection, but I ran out, so there was no more in the store, so I had to get the dark purple Expressions hair. Since I want my locks to be jumbo size, I'm going to take like a 1.5 inch diameter of the KANEKALON hair as the base for the lock. So pretty much you just start off by parting your hair into sections depending on how big or small you want your locks to be. And when you braid your natural hair, just braid it really loosely. You can even twist it, just whatever you can do. Just make sure that you do it really, really loosely. If your base is too tight, it can definitely cause traction alopecia, which is the lady that did my hair before. I had to take everything off because it was way too tight and she just did the base way too tight. She even burned my natural hair all the way to the top, which is why my hair looks like how it looks now. Like, I'm just gonna have to do a story time about that because everything this year was literally an enemy of progress against my hair. Like, but anyways, so just continue braiding your hair down. You don't have to go all the way down. Just make sure you just braid extremely loose. And trust me, you'll thank me later. For this first part, it doesn't matter what color hair you use because we don't see the inside of the base. We only see the outside color that is used to wrap it. So to save money, you can definitely use black KANEKALON hair for this first part of making the base. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take that chunk of KANEKALON hair, depending on how thick we want our lock to be. And it already comes folded in the pack, so we're just gonna leave it folded. And we're gonna just put the KANEKALON hair onto the latch hook, close the latch hook, pull it through that section of the braid, open up that loop, and just pull the hair right through it. You can either loop the hair once or twice. If you loop it once, it will not unravel. I just looped it twice just to be extra. Now it's time for the fun part. Wrapping the lock. This is where I would normally use dark purple Marley hair to wrap the lock, but again, since the store didn't have any more, I'm going to be using the dark purple KANEKALON hair to wrap the lock. I'm going to start by just holding the hair so that there's 6 inches, and you see that short section right there, there's 6 inches on one side and the other side is just like the long piece. So now I'm going to grab the base of the lock and the braids. I'm just going to grab everything. And I'm also going to attach the 6-inch piece, the short piece. I'm just going to grab all of that in one hand. So again, I'm holding the base of the lock, everything in one hand, and that 6-inch short section that I'm going to be using to wrap the lock. I'm just going to grab all of that in one hand. And you just hold it really tight. And then the other long piece, I'm just gonna simply wrap it around the top part of the lock. So I'm just gonna keep wrapping it around. And when I start off my lock, I wrap it around the top part about 5 times. You're just gonna wrap it. And if you're just beginning, just definitely take your time. I'm doing it slow to really demonstrate how to do it. But you're just gonna literally just keep wrapping it around the top part. And you're still holding the short section of the hair that you're using to wrap it, the 6-inch section, and the base of the lock in one hand. The only thing that is going around the lock is the hair you're using to wrap it, the other part of it, the long part. I hope that wasn't too confusing, but if you guys just watch what I'm doing, I'm just using my thumb to like move it to the other section, just keep wrapping. Using my thumb just makes it easier, but whatever technique you find easy, you can just use that. the hair that you're using to wrap it is almost finishing and you still have more to wrap, what you do is you just wrap it going upwards like 2 times, and then you tie a knot, and you just tie that knot twice. Then for that scraggly end that's left, you just simply cut it. Then for continuing the lock, the place where you end it off, you're just going to literally just do it the same way you did at the beginning and just wrap the hair all the way down. If the hair finishes again, you do the same thing, tie a knot, cut it off, and just keep going. And you're just going to do this all the way down until you reach your desired length. Now that I reach my desired length, I'm going to just wrap it back up like 3 times, and I'm just going to tie a knot like 5 times. And you can even use the leftover hair at the bottom to help you tie the knot. But I literally just made sure I tied a knot 5 times, because if you don't make sure your ends are secure, your lock is going to unravel. Then I just simply cut off the excess hair at the bottom. Now for my favorite part, burning the lock. Before you move on to any other lock, make sure that you burn the end of the lock you're working on. But you literally just burn, and you just like do like a rolling motion like I just did. You just keep burning. I like to burn like up to halfway for the lock. Some people burn all the way up, but that's what the lady that previously did my hair did, but that will burn your real hair under most likely. So just make sure that you burn the hair properly, and just keep on molding it and burning it. And that is how you create a full lock. With this technique, you see how easy it is to maneuver and move around right after it's done, unlike the traditional method, which is so painful. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be coming out with a video on how I styled my full lock, so make sure that you guys stay subscribed and stay updated for that. But anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, and see you in the next one.